Evangelist Godwin Abiodun Professor, member U.S. African Trade Council in Atlanta, Georgia, also a member of Nigerian American Chamber of Commerce, Nigerian Belgium Chamber of Commerce, former Vice Chairman, Export Group, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and CEO, Success Edge International. You are welcome to our Export Television, where we talk about export, what to export, where to export, when to export, and how to make good money exporting. And I can bet you there's a lot of money to make in the export industries, and we are here to provide solutions to how you can get things done and make good money out of it. Today, our emphasis is basically on export of smoked catfish. Smoked catfish. A study shows that there are many Africans venturing abroad. A lot of people travel abroad, and specifically United States of America, Europe. Europe remains the most major destination for them. This, transcontinental immigration bring about a growing appreciation for African flavor. You see, whenever you go abroad, a lot of people want to take food belonging to Africans, okay, because of a lot of nutrients contained in some of this food. That is the reason they are always going out for some of these food items. So it makes a demand for them in high quantity. So one of the ones that actually demanded most times is that of a dry and smoked fish, okay. It has been going on an increase. Now, the Food and Agricultural Organization, which is the FAO of the United Nations, has conducted a research indicating that the quantity of dry and smoked catfish, tilapia, and other types of fish exported from West African countries to United Kingdom is estimated about over 500 metric tons, almost per month now, because of a high increase, okay, which are actually on a retail value. When we actually look at the retail value of this transaction, it goes to about almost $20 million. That's quite a lot of money, and that's the reason you must come into this sector and make money. Know how these things are done, and you join them, okay. And what that means that Nigeria alone, at least is doing not less than 50 tons, of smoked fish per month through air freight. What that means that you can just get to the airport and you get where these things are going, and by cargo it goes, go to any of this particular area. Now, but for you to export these particular commodities and make good money, you need to know some certain things, and this is where export is very important. Now, what are the export requirements for you if you want to go into the exportation of smoked or dry fish? Number one, it must be well processed and preserved. Well processed and preserved. It should be well dry. Now, look at this. This is an example of something I have, like this now. This is fish. If you notice this fish now, they are well dried, okay? If you look at it, the intestine, you can't find any of the intestine in between. Once you have the intestine remaining in it, if, by the time it's, begin to bring out maggot, and this will destroy the fish. So make sure it's well dried. This is a well dried fish, as you can see with me, okay? So very dry, so that's exactly what it means. Very, very dry, well preserved, and, so it is preserved. So if the fish is not well smoked, okay, using the right wood or charcoal or other technicals, it may also end up with a high level of polystyrene aromatic hydrocarbon, which is called HAS, PAH, okay. This substance can actually considered by the US and the UK to be very dangerous, okay. So if it is not, it comes to be dangerous to human health and are claimed to cause cancer. So it's very important. Smoked fish consignment containing more than 5 micrograms, okay, for per kilo of this substance may not be allowed into the US and into the UK. So please make sure all these things are well noted, because if you don't note them, it may cause you some challenges. Now, who are the foreign buyers? The foreign buyers basically are United States and United Kingdom, because you see that over 5 million Nigerians and Africans in diaspora reside in this true continent, basically United States and then what about the export market? Huge market. A pack, for example, this is like a pack. This is like a pack. If you add about 1 or 2 months to this can give you about 1 kilo. Now, if this pack, well, with a resealable, okay, it's actually sealed off, very neat and well done, then you can now put inscription of your company and everything on this particular pack, okay, with nutritional fat analysis there. This can go between $13 to $20, just one pack, and this in Nigeria is just between 2,500 to 3,000 naira. So if you look at that, you'll be making nothing less than about 50 to 60% return on investment. Now, what are the export limits if you are to go into this particular sector? There's a limit. The personal exports, include consignment that are 20 kg or less, may be carried with hand luggage while traveling. So what that means is that if you are traveling, you can have about 20 kg. Just 20 kg and it will go to any part of Europe. It can be sent by mail or freight directly to private address and named individual in the EU for personal consumption only. Please listen, for personal consumption only. Once it's above 20 kg, it becomes commercial, and once it's gone commercial, you are going to seize it and they're going to destroy it. Please take note of this, okay? But once it's about 20 kg, it can go to any part of Europe. Unlike in Europe, it is still possible to to export some of these things on commercial quantity of smoke or dry fish to the United States, but one is required to register with the US Food and Drug Administration, FDA. Once you have registered, these items can actually go through. Knowing fully fair that some of these also can be duty free using the AGOA platform. Now, what is it that some people say, yeah, I used to export, but why do they seize? Now, what is the cause of seizure? Okay, common reasons why smoke and dry fish consignment are seized, okay, is because of insect infestation, okay, and mud growth. And why is this? If the fish is not well dried, it's going to bring about infestation, okay? So please make sure it is whether if the fish still contain a considerable amount of moisture after drying or smoking it, it also may cause infestation. So please note, it's also very likely to attract insect or mold, which significantly reduce the quantity of the product. Lastly, other causes of seizure are incomplete documentation, or maybe improper packaging or labeling can also cause. To succeed in this particular business, you need to actually do what is right, and once you do what is right, can be rest assured that you're going to make a lot of money. Now, listen to me, quite a lot of information, and this is a money-making business, and I want to tell you that you need to come and join us to make money exporting this particular kind of things in small item. But notice this, the export television actually provides you an opportunity to listen to a lot of exportable products online through our export television. All you need to do, you need to just subscribe in the notification button that is now on your screen. Just subscribe it, and please, again, so that you can be getting a lot of our new videos that are coming on board. Then again, do something good. Spread this news to a lot of people. Once you have watched this video, send it to 30, 40, 50, 100 people. You may not know you'll be saving a lot of lives by virtue of information. Like I said, information is the key to man's advancement. If you are informed, you are going to be transformed. So once again, like I said, to know more about what you have just talked about, you can send me, a WhatsApp message. I want to know more, okay, on export or what you have done on other things we've been talking about. On WhatsApp, your name and phone number. Export, teach me more. 080-371-63281. It's actually on your screen. 080 WhatsApp 371-63281. Or you can send me a mail or go successedge@gmail.com. I remain yours, export expert. God will know you first. You will succeed. Bye.